such as thanks to perfection of wisdom it is possible to transform any meritorious work into full enlightenment. For stopped are any such personal lives, stopped are any such karma formations, calmly quiet, isolated, lacking in basis. Moreover, as this person has brought about a sign, and made a discrimination, one perceives what is truly real in what is not truly real as it were truly real, and one would transform a basis into what is without basis. Buddhas, the Lords, do not allow one's wholesome roots to become something which is in this way transformed into full enlightenment, for even these become to one so inclined a great basis. Even the parinirvana of Buddhas and Lords, one so inclined treats as a sign and discriminates, thusly one believes oneself to get at nirvana from a viewpoint, and this is not the dedication carried out by one who perceives any basis which the Tathagatas have called a source of great welfare. For this process of dedication is not without poison, not without thorn. It is just as with food seeming excellent, but is really poisonous. Its color, smell, taste and touch seem desirable, but nevertheless, as poisonous it is best shunned and not eaten by circumspect people. Although food, stupid people might think it best to be eaten. The color, smell, taste and touch of this food promise happiness, but its transformation in any person eating it surely leads to a painful conclusion. As a result one incurs death, or deadly pain. Just so some perceivers of a basis who sees badly the meaning of what is well taught, badly distinguish it, badly master it, and misunderstand it, not understanding the meaning as it really is, these instruct and admonish others to consider the massive merit of the past, future and present Buddhas and Lords, in the way described before, to rejoice at it, and to turn over into full enlightenment the meritorious work founded on jubilation. Thus this turning over, since it is being carried out by means of a sign, is turned into poisonousness. It is just like the poisonous food mentioned before. Here can be no turning over for someone who perceives a basis. For a basis is poisonous and has a range. Herein a person who belongs to the vehicle of Bodhisattvas does not train oneself thus. How now does one train oneself? How does one take hold of the wholesome root of the past, future and present Buddhas and Lords? And how does anything which is taken hold of become something which is successfully taken hold of? How does one turn over? And how does it become something which is successfully turned over into the supreme enlightenment? Here the son or daughter of a good family who belongs to the vehicle of Bodhisattvas, and who does not want to calumniate Tathagatas, thus rejoices over all and any wholesome root, and turns it over thus: I rejoice in this wholesome root which is considered in the way in which Tathagatas with their Buddha cognition and their Buddha I know and see it, its kind such as it is, its class such as it is, its quality such as it is, its own being such as it is, its mark such as it is, and its mode of existence such as it is. And I thus turn this over in such a way as these Tathagatas can allow this wholesome root to be turned over into full enlightenment. As one thus rejoices, thus turns over, a Bodhisattva becomes free from guilt. The righteousness of Buddhas, the Lords, is rejoiced in. This wholesome root becomes something which is turned over into full enlightenment. And one does not calumniate any Tathagatas. In this way one's turning over becomes a non-poisonous turning over, a great turning over, a turning over into the Dharma element. It becomes perfect, quite perfect, through this earnest intention and resolve of one thus turning over. Moreover, someone who belongs to the vehicle of Bodhisattvas turns this over with understanding all morality, concentration, wisdom, emancipation, vision and cognition of emancipation, are unincluded in any world of sense desire, the world of form, the formless world, and as such these are neither past, future, nor present. For everything that is in any three periods of time or in any triple world is unincluded in ultimate reality. In consequence the turning over is also unincluded, and so is the Dharma, i.e. Buddhahood, into which this process of transformation is being turned, if only one firmly believes this. As a Bodhisattva turns over in such a way, such ones as this one is can never again lose the turning over, and it becomes unincluded, non-poisonous, a great turning over of the Dharma element, perfect, quite perfect. But, on the other hand, as one settles down in what one may turn over, and treats it as a sign, one now turns it over wrongly. A Bodhisattva, however, turns over with the idea such as it is through this turning over into the Dharma element, as the Buddhas, the Lords know and permit it, this wholesome root becomes something which has been turned over into full enlightenment, successfully turned over. This is the right method of turning it over. And in this way it becomes something that has been turned over into supreme enlightenment, successfully turned over. The Lord, well said, Subhuti, well said. You perform the office of the teacher as you demonstrate Dharma to the Bodhisattvas. For it is this turning over, which is the turning over of the Dharma element, which is the turning over of a Bodhisattva. He thinks, as the Buddhas and Lords know and see this wholesome root in this Dharmahood, its kind such as it is, its class such as it is, its quality such as it is, its own being such as it is, its mark such as it is, its mode of existence such as it is, so I rejoice in it as these. And as these grant permission, so I turn it over. Considerations of merit. This heap of merit of a Bodhisattva, which is born from this turning over of any Dharma element, is declared to be superior to the accumulation of merit on the part of someone instigating to, and establishing in the 10 wholesome ways of action all beings in the great trichiliocosms which are countless as the sands of the Ganges. It remains superior also if these beings would gain the 4 trances, or the 4 unlimited, or the 4 formless attainments, or the 5 superknowledges, or equally if these become stream winners, etc., to pratyekabuddhas. And yet this is not all. If all beings in all world systems set out for supreme enlightenment, and if, Subhuti, each single bodhisattva were to furnish for eons as countless as the sands of the Ganges all these beings in the various great trichiliocosms, countless as the sands of the Ganges, with all which may be needed, but give this gift while perceiving a basis, and now, proceeding in this manner, we imagine all these beings are a single one, and if each single bodhisattva for eons countless as the sands of Ganges did furnish all these bodhisattvas with all these may ever need, and treat these with respect, if thus each single one of all these bodhisattvas altogether would give this gift, do not these bodhisattvas on the strength of this beget a great deal of merit? Subhuti, a great deal indeed, O Lord. This heap of merit defies calculation. Surely if it were a material thing, it could not find room in even the great trichiliocosms countless as the sands of the Ganges. The Lord, so it is, Subhuti. And yet, this accumulation of merit, due to giving on the part of any bodhisattva's perceiving a basis, is infinitesimal and even different, as concerns merit, when attempts are made to compare any such merit with anything whatsoever which may or even may not be begotten by someone belonging to the vehicle of bodhisattvas, and who, as taken hold of by perfection of wisdom and by skill in means, affects this or any wholesome root so as to indicate to such its turning over into full enlightenment. By means of this turning over of the Dharma element. For although the basis perceiving bodhisattvas give a good many gifts, these also reckon these gifts up as good and many. Now, upon this, 20,000 gods of the 4 great kings, with folded hands paid homage.